You're 10 minutes late, again. Your friends are already at the table, their drinks half empty, and as you walk in, you feel that familiar sting of guilt. You offer a flurry of excuses. Traffic was insane, you couldn't find your keys, or the train just stopped. You promised yourself today would be different, yet here you are, apologizing for the 100th time. Most people, especially those who are always on time, view chronic lateness as a moral failing. To them, it looks like a sign of disrespect, a lack of discipline, or pure selfishness. They think you don't value their time. But psychology suggests something far more complex is happening inside your brain. Lateness isn't usually a choice. It's a symptom of a deeper psychological battle between your perception of time and the harsh reality of the physical world. Today, we're going to peel back the layers of the chronically late brain. The first culprit is a cognitive bias known as the planning fallacy. This is our innate tendency to underestimate how long a task will take, even when we have failed at that exact task dozens of times before. When you're planning your morning, your brain doesn't look at the data of your life. It doesn't remember the 5 minutes you spent looking for your shoes yesterday, or the fact that the elevator always takes too long. Instead, your brain creates a best-case scenario simulation. It imagines a world where every green light is hit, the coffee machine works instantly, and your car starts the moment you turn the key. Research shows that chronically late people are more likely to be optimistic time perceivers. You aren't lying to your friends when you say you will be there in 10 minutes. You are genuinely lying to yourself. You are living in a mathematical hallucination where time is more flexible than it actually is. But it goes deeper than just bad math. Personality literally dictates how you feel time passing. In research at San Diego State University, people were divided into Type A, the fast-paced achievers, and Type B, the laid-back creatives. When asked to estimate when 1 minute had passed, Type A individuals guessed at around 58 seconds. They were slightly ahead of time. Type B individuals guessed at 77 seconds. To a Type B person, a minute literally feels longer. If your internal clock is running 20% slower than the rest of the world, you aren't just bad at time. You are biologically out of sync. For you, 5 more minutes feels like a brief moment, while for everyone else, the world has already moved on. For another group of people, lateness is an unintentional addiction to a crisis. Have you ever noticed that you only feel productive when the deadline is an hour away? This is because some brains require a crisis to function. When the clock is ticking and you're at risk of being late, your brain floods your system with dopamine and adrenaline. This creates a sprint mentality. Without realizing it, you have conditioned yourself to crave the pressure. You don't move because your brain hasn't felt the alarm yet. You are an adrenaline junkie, and the clock is your dealer. Now, let's look at the darker, social side. Sometimes being late is a subconscious way of exerting control. It's an unspoken power play that says, "My time is more valuable than yours." Conversely, for many, lateness is a shield for anxiety. If you are the first person to arrive at a party, you are exposed. By being late, you ensure that the social engine is already running when you walk in. You avoid the vulnerability of being the first one there. Can it be fixed? Chronic lateness isn't a life sentence, but it requires a radical recalibration. You have to stop trusting your brain's best-case simulations and start applying a reality tax. If you think a trip takes 20 minutes, add 50%. Plan for 30. You have to treat your internal clock like a watch that is constantly running slow. Because at the end of the day, while your brain might be playing tricks on you, the frustration of the people waiting is real. Stop being the person everyone is waiting for, and start being the person who respects the reality of time. If you're someone who is always late, or someone who is tired of waiting, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the weird ways our brains work. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. You're right on time.